My name is Hannah Holler. I'm on staff at a church plant, and I work a lot with the youth, but also a lot of the outreach ministry. And so we are in a neighborhood that is very ethnic. So a family from our church is from Tijuana, and so they had moved here in 2012. But prior to that, they had started pastoring at a church, and so they opened a women's home. So they would actually go to really rough parts of Tijuana, and they would help women that were trapped in prostitution, that were trapped in addictions, and they would help these women get back on their feet. Since prostitution and drug addiction is a big profit for a lot of people, the cartel also kind of put a target on their family's back, broke into the home, robbed it, and left them in a really dangerous situation. So 2012, they decided to get a tourist visa. They came to the United States, and then they just decided to stay here because it was much safer. And so just for the sake of their family, they knew that that was the best thing to do. So when they got here, they didn't know anything about what asylum was or anything, and didn't apply for that initially in coming. There was a lot of fear in coming here, because there was always the threat of being sent back home. And they faced a lot of fear of, if we get caught, we don't have a chance. Their family was running a storefront that was selling pizzas and other foods. And so we just started building a relationship with them through that. They would make a lot of pizzas for our churches, for meetings, and eventually they got really invested in the church. And the dad is actually now pastoring our Spanish community group that we have every Friday. And so their family's done really amazing things for our community. They run a homeless ministry where they go out on the streets and pass out food and water and other supplies that we need. And the mom has always been quick to make food for community groups, for any events that we have going on in the church, do projects around the church, and they've just been the biggest blessing. So it's been a really rough few months actually for their family. The mom actually was caught with some traffic issues, and she was detained by ICE and was in custody for several months. One of the cool things is I think she led something like 11 people to Jesus while she was there. In that time, she had several hearings where they tried to gain asylum, but it didn't help, and she ended up being deported recently back to Mexico. And so it left the family here without her. The rest of the family, fortunately, was able to stay, but it's really hard to watch their family be split apart. I think it has affected how churches talk about immigration, because a lot of people have known this family, even from other churches, and this is a family that very much loves Jesus, that very much wants to see people know Christ and be supported and be cared for. Even when I was in Ecuador a few years ago, I met a lot of Venezuelan refugees that they have a lot of issues with their government and with the cartel there, and they're fleeing not even to the United States, to a lot of other countries. And I met a man who his family had been killed by people, and I think that just really opened my eyes to people are not trying to come here to just sell drugs. People are not trying to come here to just traffic other people. People are not coming here to murder and kill and destroy. Like, they're coming here because they want help. And I think as Christians, we're the ones that are called to help.